Hey guys, welcome. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about extraterrestrial technologies and the future of planet Earth. So, so I think we don't really like understand as humans. We kind of understand, we see this, but it hasn't really integrated into our physical body. How and our physical mind and our collective paradigm, like the impact that extraterrestrial contact will have on humanity. So the technologies that the ET use to move around in their spaceships, they are interdimensional. They can literally teleport in and out of time, in and out of dimensions. That they understand, they've understood for a long time in their civilizations that everything exists here and now within our consciousness, and they have learnt how to interface with the conscious aware universe and their technology with their technology. They've learnt how to interface themselves and their technology with the universe, I guess. So the idea is that their ships are conscious. I believe some of their ships are like instantaneously manifested in the more advanced civilizations. Some of them are still built mechanically, but they're still connected to the higher conscious. Like, as I understand it, when they pilot the ships, they sit in like the seat and they somehow connect into the ship with perhaps some probes. No, we don't need to go into probe jokes. And so so they interface with their consciousness. They become one with their ship. They see their ships as their higher selves, as manifestations of their higher consciousness. And when they want to go somewhere in the universe, they can use like anti-gravity and things like this to move around and fly their ships around. But their primary modality of transport is instantaneous teleportation, and they do this through shifting their frequency somehow to the location that they want to exist in. I remember Bashar talking once, saying like it, in our science we understand that location is a parameter. It's like location is not something that we exist in. Location is like one of the parameters or the parts of our existence. And so when we understand that our location is one of the aspects of our self and not somewhere we're in, we can begin to understand how we can shift our frequency and our consciousness and to the vibration of a different location and instantaneously teleport there. So let me know if any of you guys manage to do this anytime soon. But yeah, this is how the ETs operate, and so if we can imagine the level of the technologies that goes into creating this kind of ship, and the understanding that they don't use fuel, and even in their rudimentary transport using anti-gravity, I believe the way the ships move through our space-time when they're not teleporting is they actually somehow change the gravity waves in front of the craft so that they're naturally like pulled into the space. I believe they like create a kind of space-time wave or bubble, like a vacuum where it's less dense in gravity or something like this, and this naturally pulls their ship into it. So they're actually affecting the gravity with their electromagnetic technologies. And so the idea is that if we can begin to really get into this, guys, and go for it, and we all get on board and start to move together to spread this the world of extraterrestrial contact, and the benefits, and begin to share with everyone these ideas of like get people thinking, like if we had free energy, if we had like anti-gravity technology so we could levitate, and we had teleportation technologies, and I mean, these technologies that go way beyond just free energy, but imagine just what free energy would do for the planet and like third world countries. And like they have all these technologies that can assist us with unpolluting the seas and cleaning up the planet. And I remember having a communication with the Yahyel actually. And I maybe someone asked me in a channeling. I'm not sure how the question came up with the IL, but the question was, what would be the first thing you do when you come to planet Earth? If you came to planet Earth to live here, and it was like your planet to do what you want, what would be the first thing you do? And they said, clean up all the rubbish and the pollution and the garbage. They'd like just be out in the seas, like cleaning up all the garbage and like maybe even picking it by hand. Who knows? And so the idea is that where we're moving, like I've been watching some videos of like people like Michio Kaku, who are like seen as some of like the world authorities on the future of Earth and stuff, and how limited his perspective of where this reality is going. Just based on a linear technological progression. But when we understand that we're actually going through an evolution of consciousness into a multidimensional reality, and all these new technologies based on interdimensional consciousness are becoming available to us. People are researching this and having breakthroughs in private research. And so if we can really push forward with like extraterrestrial contact and do everything we can to make it known to the public that these are benevolent beings and they are love light and they're here to help us, and it's a big jump of consciousness. Like we have to really go deeply into ourselves and come to understand who we are as humans and why we're here and what we truly are as consciousness and what is the nature of our reality and our experience. We have to go very deep into our being to begin to be able to operate in a reality where we can communicate with these beings. But as we come to do this, that this is like we're in a bit of a rough spot on planet Earth at the minute, and like initiating open extraterrestrial contact would really get us out of a difficult corner very, very rapidly. So this is why it's really becoming imperative that we begin to share the message of extraterrestrial contact, and we do everything we can, and we get over our own resistances, our own tiredness. Like today, like I've been sleeping all afternoon. I got a bit of a hangover after a birthday weekend relaxation week-ish where I can grab some space, and so like part of me is like, oh, I could just do it having a day off today, but like my higher self didn't want to do this. I didn't want to have the day off, and now like I'm making the video, I'm really enjoying it, and a really great videos come out of it. So we've really got to just push ourselves sometimes, and especially not let our fears of what other people think of us denote and affect what we say. It's really time to step into our own truth, our own being, and like don't let me tell you what to say, but like what is your truth, and what message do you wish to share with the world, and how would you like to accelerate this transition into a new dimension of reality. So that's the kind of idea, guys. Like really embrace, like tune into like Atlantis and like these images of Atlantis, and imagine these technologies they had in Atlantis and this power that beings like Thoth had. I can't. Did I put a link? I think I put a link to the Emerald Tablets, like all this magic and wisdom and the power that was contained in this higher consciousness. And so these technologies are like seeping into our reality already, like these new powerful modalities and ways of interacting with and interfacing with higher consciousness is already becoming available to us in many forms. And perhaps I'll show you a little bit about what I'm talking about soon. But yeah, the idea is it's time to step up the game because things are getting critical on planet Earth. Have a great day, guys. Shivai.